It's finally here. Today, we're taking a closer look at the Oracle dual boiler espresso machine. This is an exciting new product from Breville. It's packed with upgrades that make life easier for beginners and experienced home baristas. Before we dive into all of the features, let's just talk about what comes in the box with the Oracle dual boiler. We have our Breville knockbox that comes standard with a lot of the Oracle machines, and we have our bean hopper. We have our Breville frothing pitcher, a 58mm portafilter, and of course a single basket. And then we have our user manual, cleaning supplies, and finally our water filter. Starting out with my first impressions on this machine, I really love the updated screen. The contrast on this screen makes it much easier to read. Remembering the bluish tone from the Oracle Touch, I love the intense blacks that make this a lot easier to read and interact with. It's a 5.7-inch touchscreen with a quad-core processor for faster, smarter engagement. A couple other things that I love the bold dual boiler right on the front. That's a new detail compared to their other machines. Visually, it excels at what Breville does best, with that nice brushed stainless, really clean look. I also really like the removal of the grinding knob on the side of the machine, giving it a more simplistic overall impression. Getting into the features and performance of this machine, let's start with the boilers. Breville really stepped it up here. They've isolated each boiler so you can start extracting even before the steam boiler is fully heated. And both boilers on this machine are really fast. You are ready for brewing in about 4 minutes, and for steaming about a minute after that. And this is a really cool feature to me. They've added motorized valves that allow the boilers to drain directly into the drip tray, making descaling way less painful. And on top of the dual boilers, there's an independent heater for the group head. This keeps everything stable across the hydraulic circuit. For brewing performance, the manual mode gives you total precision and control. And there's even a bloom mode to really finesse your shots. This is a big deal because previous versions of the Oracle are very automated machines where you really let the machine handle everything. The reason why I bring this up is that it is a pretty automated machine. You can turn the barista guidance off. However, in the past machines, you still could really feel that automation. So with the update for the manual mode with this machine, I was really impressed with the amount of control that I have. Steaming has gotten an upgrade too. The auto milk system gives you hands-free microfoam even with the non-dairy milk. As an oat milk drinker myself, that's something that I make sure that every machine can perform with, and I was really impressed. Overall, the milk has a great texture, it works really fast, and pours great latte art. And when it comes to grinding, the built-in grinder is smarter than ever. The quad-core processor monitors shots and adjusts grind size in real time. So your espresso keeps improving without you having to dial it in manually. Normally, I'm a little tentative about automation. I like having all of the control because that's where I find a lot of fun. However, the seamlessness of this makes it really pleasant for the daily brew, so I never need to readjust. And for new baristas, dialing in is a major stumbling block that they have to do to get over to get good espresso. And back to the grinder itself, this machine features Baratza's M2 burrs and has 45 different grind settings. And there have been internal updates to this machine that makes it a quieter grinding experience overall. And of course, going over the classics that the Oracle line provides, such as our front-loading water tank, which is lovely, our wheel on the bottom, allowing you to easily move the machine to wherever you need it to on your counter, our hot water tab, and just an overall solid feel. Let's talk more about the automation features on this machine. This machine is incredibly forgiving and user-friendly. Breville has really thought about new baristas here because the initial startup process guides users through the first few drinks. As I mentioned earlier, you can toggle between having full barista guidance or manual mode. And what I like about this is as you get used to the full espresso experience and dialing in, you can turn off that auto guidance for that manual experience. I will say that in manual mode, you still can feel the automation a little bit, but that really helps out the workflow as well. In terms of connectivity, you can use the Breville Coffee app, and the machine leverages over-the-air updates, keeping your machine current. One way I like to measure the steaming and brewing performance of a new machine is by making my favorite drink, a honey oat milk latte. We're gonna go through all of the steps from the machine's prompting and try out the drink. So we're gonna start by selecting latte, bringing our portafilter over to our grinder. We have the option to select go, but I like the automatic. It's cool. Now normally I would do this step while grinding, but I like selecting the hot water just to preheat my cup a little bit. Give it a couple swirls, and we can dump that back into our drip tray. Lock in. And I want to get everything in place. So honey into my cup. And now I'm going to get my milk ready. And before I get started, I want to be sure that I have my milk settings all set up. So choosing oat milk, and I'm gonna back my temperature down to around 140 degrees. I like my lattes of this size to be a little lighter in foam, so we're gonna back down to a foam level of 4. And then we press go for both our espresso and milk. While the milk is finishing, I stir in the honey. I love that the steam wand auto purges. Details. This milk foam has such great consistency. There are a couple, there we go. Couple bubbles, but those are easy to get rid of. And now just a quick final pour. Nice. Overall, I love how this drink turned out. Our microfoam is small and fine, really dense, so it's gonna have that nice sweet flavor profile. And to be able to brew and steam simultaneously just makes the whole process so fast. I'm ready to go for the next drink, so if I needed to make another 2 or 3, this machine is totally up to the challenge of going back to back to back right away. And finally, of course, we do our taste. Excellent. This is just my favorite drink. The sweetness from the honey is super good, but also the richness from the espresso from this brew, the texture of this milk foam, and it has this like beautiful sharp edge for the latte art. I'm really happy with this machine and the drink that it turned out. When it comes to other espresso machines that I work on regularly, this one delivers similar power, but a streamlined workflow. It's one of the fastest walk away with a latte experiences I've had on any home machine. Overall, the workflow on this machine just feels better. Thanks to the temperature consistency, the upgraded burrs, and the power of the steam, this machine delivers that seamless experience right away. And I will say, the self-adjusting digital grind control takes away the pain points from previous oracles. With all that being said, who would really like this machine? And honestly, it would work well for most people. I would even recommend this as a first home espresso machine, because while it is feature-rich, the automation supports you through the learning curve. Families will appreciate the way that it handles most of the work automatically, while home espresso enthusiasts will appreciate how easy it is to switch into manual mode. With dual boilers, stable temperature control, a triple heating system, and with PID control, you can lean into more precise brewing whenever you want. And at the end of the day, it's all about making great coffee easier and more consistent, so definitely take advantage of all the automated features. Honestly, the easiest way to stay in the loop when new gear like this launches is to sign up for our email newsletter. This way, you're the first to hear about it and you'll never miss when a new product drops.